Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Thursday, September 16, 2010. Hope y'all are doing great, and I'm just going to jump right into the update. I do have open my 15-minute, my 4-hour chart for the cable, and first thing we always want to do is take a look at our trend. So I'm opening up my 4-hour chart and moving it back to before midnight so you can see what it looked like. And again, our most recent trend change candle was for an uptrend, and this happened on the 14th. And since then, we haven't had any new trend change candles. Therefore, at the start of our day, our trend was up. Now, if I move through today's action, you can see although it was pretty sideways, there were no new trend change candles during our trading session. Therefore, the trend remained up, and the entire day we only looked for long trades. All right. So now I'm on my 15-minute chart, and I'm moving this to before midnight so we can see what it looked like. And before I start my day, I do want to take a look at my news events for the day. So you can go to babypips.com, click on this Tools tab, and it automatically brings up the news events for the day. Today is the 16th, and we're looking for news that affects the UK or the US. So under this currency column, we want to look at anything that says GBP or USD, and we only want to look at news that may have an impact on the market. So under impact, we want to make sure it has at least 2 dots, if not 3, because anything less than that, it probably won't cause too much of a hiccup in the market and really won't affect us. So if I go under this currency column, I'll see that the first thing I see is at 4:30 we have a few GBP reports, most notably the retail sales, and you can see that they had 3 dots of impact. So this is something definitely that we want to jot down. So I'm going to write that down on my notepad. 4:30. If I continue to move down, we see at 6. We have CBI industrial trends, not that important, only has 1 dot of impact, so not going to regard that. If I go down to 8:30, we had current account, not that important for the US, but we did have PPI, which did have 2 dots, so this is something that we do want to write down, as well as initial claims. So 4:30 so far, and then 8:30. If we go down to 9, we have the TICS, which also is 2 dots of impact, so I'm going to jot that down. And then finally at 10 a.m., for the US, I had the Philadelphia Fed survey, and that was 2 dots of impact. So again, just to recap, we had 4:30, and then 8:30, and then 9, and then 10 o'clock. All of those times I want to write down, and you can do the same thing. And basically, we just want to know when those news events are coming out because we don't want to be in the market during those times. All right. So now that we have our news events handy, we know we're only looking for long trades. So now we can begin our day. And I'm going to move my chart forward 1 candle at a time and give you my thoughts along the way. And remember, the goal here is to get you to start thinking the way that I think so that you know you're trading the system correctly. And really, that's the most important thing. All right, so here we go. We're looking for long trades. First news event isn't until 4:30. And so here, not quite a crossover. We do get close to it, though. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I actually move the chart forward backwards a little bit. So here we go again. All right, here's our crossover at 3 a.m. RSI is above 50, stochastics trending up. MACD went from negative to positive. So this is a valid entry. Now it closes at 3:15. Our first news event isn't until 4:30, so it gives us a little bit of time here, an hour and 15 minutes. But I will go into the trade with the mindset that I will exit before 4:30, whether or not I'm in a profit or loss. So I'm going to go ahead and enter here. Entry is at 56.09. Stop will be at the most recent swing low at 55.82, and our target will be at the nearest 0.50 level at 56.50. And so now I'm just going to watch it. And again, I will exit if I'm still in the trade before that 4:30 news event. All right, so here's 4:15. Obviously, my target isn't hit at this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to exit my trade and just see if I can pretty much get break even, and that's exactly what I did. I wasn't looking to make any profit here, but I did get out the trade at break even right before the news event. So I am out of it at this point, and my phone is ringing, so I apologize for that. And so I am out of the trade at this point, break even, and there's a 4:30 candle. You could see that did cause quite a bit of noise there. So it's actually a good thing that we did exit at break even. And now we just jot that in the books and continue to move forward. Here we get another crossover for a long trade. RSI is above 50. Stochastics are trending up. MACD again went from negative to positive, so this is a valid entry. Now it closes at 7 a.m. Our next news event isn't until 8:30, so again gives us about an hour and a half. which is okay, but I will go into the trade with a mindset of exiting if I'm still in the market by the time the 8:30 news event comes out. So I'm entering at 56.14 here. Stop will be at the most recent swing low. Now I could set it down here, but you can see it's basically a knee-jerk reaction as the market moved back up. So I'm going to count this as my swing low right here. Makes a better support level at 55.71. All right, and so my entry is 56.14, stops at 55.71. Target will be again at 56.50, which is the nearest 0.50 level. And again, I will exit if I'm not out of the trade by 8:30. So there is 7:45, 8:15. Once again, target's not hit. At this point, I'm just trying to get out of break even. We tried for a trade, didn't happen. News is coming out, so I'm just exiting again at break even here. So no profit, no loss, and we're just gonna continue to move forward. And there's 8:30 news. Again, it was a good thing that we did exit, and it's part of the reason why we do exit right at news events. All right, let me just move back. There's the 9 a.m. candle, the news candle, 9:30, 9:45. Now here we get a crossover to the upside. However, this is the 10 o'clock candle, so I'm not even going to look at the indicators because it is a news candle, so I'm not even going to think about entering. However, just for the fun of it, let's look at the indicators. RSI is above 50, stochastic's trending up, and MACD again went from negative to positive, so this would be a valid signal. However, because it is a news candle at 10 o'clock, I am not entering here, so no entry. I'm not even going to worry about it. All right, and that pretty much rounds out the day. This crossover is already past noon, so not even looking at it. So 2 trades, the market went sideways. However, because of our rules, we were able to just save some pips and get out at break even. But hopefully you guys got pretty similar results. Even if you took a few pips of loss, that's no big deal. Again, that's not even a big thing to worry about if you lost a few pips. So definitely just stay on your toes. Market's been kind of choppy lately, and hopefully we'll be able to cash in when it starts to trend again. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask it on the blog. I'll try my best to answer them. But that's it for today's update, and I'll see you all in the next one. Cowabunga, dude.